And now, you're tuned into Tampa Bay's RBLR Sports.
Hi, hello, how are ya? My name is Liz, that's Tom DePinto, and this is RBLR Sun. Tom, I think we had a light breeze pass through Tampa Bay.
Oh, yeah, I felt a little something coming out of the west.
Yeah, but real slight. It jostled me just a little bit, and then I ignored it.
Yeah, just enough to notice it. I think it kicked up. There was about 2 times over the weekend. It really kicked up a little bit, and I felt something. But yeah, it was mostly pretty pleasant, right?
Yeah. SPO can't do it.
SPO can't get it done in Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Nope.
SPO can't get it done in Tampa Bay. Yes, I like that.
Yeah, SPO, can they do it on a honestly very nice night in Tampa? No.
No, really. It was a little chilly on the water for Floridians. Excuse me. For everyone else, it was like, oh, this is just like normal weather that you're not dying in for once.
Yeah, I think it was good weather for the long sleeve goalie jersey, but not jacket weather or nothing.
All right. Well, I had a full sweater on, so
yeah. You're from the Listro school of staying warm. Puffy jacket, face shield, as much as you can get.
Yes.
No, I thought it was a really nice night.
Yeah, no, it was a nice night. It was a good game. We had a really good crowd. I think we hit just under 3,500 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the supporter section, the Heatwave side was I think the fullest it's been all season, aside from maybe the first game, which was really awesome. I think we had a lot of people just kind of migrate over, which is exactly what we want. We want people to just like walk over and be like, oh, this is where I want to be next time. Okay.
Yeah. It was rocking. Every game I feel like I'm there. You get some new people too, which is always good to see. A first year team, you gotta expect to have new people every game in the supporters group, kind of getting to it. I mean, big shout out to my boy Santos. He had the hoodie and everything on. I was like, you've been here before, right? Like, nope, first game, and just starting chants, sitting up on the railing, like he knows what he's doing. He's fitting in perfect. So yeah, with every single little game, you get new people, you get new little dumb traditions that we'll probably keep doing every other game. The drum line sounds better and better. The chants are great. I can't say enough good things about the Heatwave. I swear to God, best supporters group in the Super League.
Yes, accurate.
Yeah.
I'm not biased at all. Not at all.
No. It's not your literal baby or anything. But.
No. Super producer Eureka says that we had an attendance of 3,164. I'm gonna be honest, it felt way fuller than that. It definitely felt closer to that like 3,500. Not quite that 5,000 that we got at the opener, but whatever, we'll take it. I am hoping that we pick up some steam in February for sure. Because we won't have the Rowdies won't have started playing yet. The Rays won't have started playing yet. The Lightning should be in their playoffs? ? I'm really I don't know hockey schedules well. Yeah, football should be over.
Yeah.
So it is prime soccer time.
Yeah. As far as attendance, our lowest attendance is the best lowest attendance of the league.
Yeah.
So we've got the highest floor of any team and the third best ceiling, and that's Dallas got a bunch of people to their first game of the Cotton Bowl because a lot of that makes sense.
90,000.
Yeah, and to Carolina's credit, they got like 10,000 to the first game, which no matter how bad the rest of the season is, it's going to be hard to drag that average down for them. But I think the thing too about attendance is we are reporting honestly in Tampa. I think we are. I think the number pretty down to the single digit reflects how many people are actually in Riverfront Stadium. I know it's popular in minor league soccer, lower league soccer, MLS soccer, NWSL soccer, American soccer. It's very popular to just say, yeah, we gave out this many tickets, and so that's how many fans were there. I mean, if you look at some of the other teams, DC Lexington, they're struggling a bit. You look at the numbers. Lexington didn't even report for their last game, which I don't love because I mean that's an interesting team and an interesting fan base with a fun place to have a soccer team, and I wish them the best. I hope it gets better up there.
Yeah.
I've already been outed as a Lexington skeptic online, so I can't hide it anymore. Thanks, Brent. That wasn't meant for the public, but hey, here we are.
I think I'm skeptic. We've been calling them glue.
Yeah. We honestly we're big time haters.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's just because we're big time haters because of how much we love the Sun. It's one of those like because there's so much love, there's just that much more hate.
Yeah. It's a yin yang.
Yeah, it's got to be equal.
Yeah. That's part of growing the culture of the Super League too.
Yeah.
There's been no red cards in the league, right?
Yeah, so I have to say, I guess I have to agree with the people who are saying that we are not a real league because we have not had any red cards, and clearly that means we're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
I would like to be the first team to get a red card.
Yeah, I absolutely would. I think we should be. Our best chance might have been Henny, and now she's hurt, so no telling when that's gonna come now.
Yeah. Oh, my heart goes out to Henny. I love her. She is a trooper. Because that looks like it hurts still.
Yes.
Like I saw pictures of her at the game that just happened last Saturday, and that was a week after she got hurt.
Yeah.
And it still looked gnarly. I felt so bad. I was just like, I would want to just be home in bed forever, honestly, because ow.
She's still showing up. It's like you can't play, but
her eye looks like she still can't even see out of the full thing. Like, goddamn, she must have gotten walloped.
Yeah, get breaking a bone in your face. My God, nobody wants to do that. That's tough. Big.
Yeah.
She was our. I think she may still be even missing the past 90. She at least was our leading player for minutes played. She means that much to the team. She's such a rock in the back. So, if anybody's interested in why we let Spokane score twice on us at home, I would say it has a little something to do with Brooke Hendricks not being on the field.
Yeah, we need her height and we need her brain.
Yeah.
She's very, very good, but also very, very tall.
Yeah. It may have well been a concussion, but I don't know if this is entirely kosher. I'm glad she got hit in the face and not the head, because it probably did less damage to her brain.
Yeah. It's we say that only because we want her to be the least amount of hurt possible.
Yeah. Brooke, we love
no
you.
CTE, please.
No CTE for any, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. She's a trooper. She is my MVP for that match. Just based on that. Well, I mean, not only based on that, but like that's a big part of it.
Yeah. Well, it's not like everybody else gave us a lot to cheer about against Dallas, but hey.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh yeah, Hendricks is she's now behind in minutes. Viv Bissett, I guess, has the most minutes.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Bissett, Listro, Edmonds. Yeah, it's that back line. The back line's been so sturdy. I almost said so stouty, but so sturdy throughout the entire first half of the season. That's been the one.
Stouty has been sturdy.
Yeah, Stouty's been unsturdy. She's not here anymore. So
no.
Yeah.
We did get confirmation that Kozal is gone.
Yeah. That's why Marquisi's been in the lineup.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah,
which is still very cool to see. I was kind of hoping that she might start this game. I knew that was kind of a long shot, but I did love to see Ashley Orcus in goal. She did do a great job. If you want to go into this great game against Spokane.
Yep. Yeah. Spokane. Yeah. And that's the thing. 2 goals in against a lower table team. Granted, we are mid-table. It's a very small league still. Two goals, Ashley Orcus. When the 2 goals are off of free kicks, it's hard to put a lot of blame on a goalie. It's hard to put a lot of blame on a lot of things. You know, when play grinds to a halt and the team with the ball can kind of dictate what they want to do off of 1-2 kicks, We've seen it a lot recently against teams. That's usually how they beat us. We're a very hard team to score against in the run of play so far, which is good. It's just a matter of limiting these fouls that we give up in dangerous places and figuring out how to mark when it does happen. Because my big negative takeaway, look, you got to have a negative takeaway even when it's a nice 3-2 win. You send us home happy for the next 2 months. The negative takeaway is that we are not good at defending set pieces, free kicks at all.
No.
At all.
No, yeah, that was the 2 goals basically. It was 2 set pieces. That was it 2 headers basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah. The first one for sure. But yeah, and it's, I mean, and honestly, we kind of got away with it if you think about it too, because Ekic, I've been blowing the horn, banging the drum for Ekic this whole season. My favorite non-Sun player, and the first free kick Spokane got was in the 11th minute. It was in a pretty dangerous spot, kind of centered a little bit off to the goalie's left, and Ekic just kicked it as horribly as you could kick a free kick. Near about sent it into the Hillsborough River. Yeah, we were all feeling very good about that when it happened. We're all very happy she did that. And then she made us eat crow the next 2 times she stepped up to the plate and just.
She sure did.
Yeah, served in some really tasty balls. So yeah, and that's the thing.
Too many balls.
Yeah, too many balls. Too many good Bosnian meatballs. Right, Fafa?
It's like, I don't know anything about balls. You took mine.
Yeah, we took 1.5. One of them's like still tucked up in there. It's a whole thing. They have to keep them overnight at the veterinarians because they like cut them open to find. I don't know if he only ever had 1 and not 2.
Oh my god.
He's my little eunuch. It's whatever. Little diversion to talk about my cat's testicles real quick.
Yeah, very important.
But yeah, that's the big problem with us is the set piece defending. One of them in particular, I think, jumping around a little bit, but you're talking about the topic, not the timeline. Topic is the set pieces. The second one in particular, there was probably 2 Spokane players left essentially wide open. I think Flo was the closest player, and she's not exactly a tall gal. She doesn't exactly get up there defensively. Great on the dribble, great on the finish, but she's not a defender. So when you've got 2 players alone on the back post off of the set piece and just one of your forwards trying to defend 2, you're going to get scored on, and we got scored on. Yeah, those are the Spokane goals. We can't get too mad about them because they didn't.
Yeah, no, I did see at some point in my notes around here. I wrote, "We love the Listro."
Yeah. I got to take better notes, I think, because I
didn't. I also took terrible notes for this game. I was just I don't know. I feel like we did a lot of good things. There are still some things to work on, but like every team's got shit to work on.
Yeah.
So I didn't see nothing happen in this game that I went, oh my god, what happened here?
Yeah. The second goal was the only time I really said that. But yeah, first of all, we do love the Listro. I don't know why I thought that, but man, we do. No, but I think that the first goal we scored a lot to be happy about. I think Denise has talked a lot in the interviews lately about having grit, and it's an interesting thing for a coach to bring up, grit, because it kind of means things aren't going as you planned. When you want your team to have grit, to be gritty, to really dig down deep, the first plan A is to not dig down deep. Plan A is to go out there and execute and just be very good at soccer. But the fact of the matter is we're not living up to the huge expectations we had to start the season. And even with all the international players starting to get integrated, and the game has gotten a lot prettier since that happened. We are playing a lot more to the game plan than
Yeah.
The first game versus Dallas, we had Sienna Bryan coming in, the Academy girls out there. Nothing against them, but they are children. We should be playing with these international veteran players that we planned on. So when you get to this halfway point in the season and you're talking about digging down, finding grit, finding that next level, that second gear, it's not worrying because it shows awareness of what's going on. But the fact of the matter is you have to show that grit. And this win was the grittiest game we have ever played in club history.
Yeah.
It really all comes down to that first goal. Comes in off the corner, bounces around, probably 8-9 people in the 6-yard box with the ball pinballing around. Jade Moore is literally crawling on the ground, hands and knees style, just to get like another nudge on the ball with the top of her head. And she does. It bounces off the goalie because that's a crazy thing for a striker to be doing to you. And Giammona gets on the end of it to knock it in. That is a gritty goal. Ugliest goal in team history, but maybe the goal that means the most to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I love
that was the way the section just erupted.
Yeah, we needed that. I don't know if we'd scored in a goal like that at home so early, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we're used to kind of hanging in, absorbing pressure, and seeing what works. But when you score 11 minutes into a game,
15
minutes into the game, right? That's a lot of pressure. That's a big breath to exhale early and kind of relax, which I think we needed because we do play better at home than we do on the road. But it's tough watching. It's tough going between, going weeks between home games, weeks between games at all sometimes scheduling, and especially last week where we kind of all felt let down against Trinity. To come out there and get that early relief with the Giammona goal felt really good as a section.
Okay, and then a couple minutes later, Spokane scored.
Yeah. That was their first goal. Yeah, and again, it was a gnarly spot for a set piece to happen, kind of right. Liz, you were at my soccer game last night. Very similar to the first goal I got scored on against. Pretty well centered, just outside the box. Not much the goalie can do about it. That's essentially a penalty kick.
And off of a foul that probably shouldn't have been a foul.
Yeah, it was Jade called on the foul, right?
I think so.
I think it's pretty much a 50-50 call if Jade is the one getting whistled or not at this point. I mean, I love the way she plays, but there's some point you're going to have to meet the referees halfway, Jade. They're not going to let you play your game, and that much is obvious. So I don't know, tone it down a little bit. You're a good enough player to not have to do those tugs and stuff. But yeah, I think the referees are looking at her from minute 0 now. So that's why that happened. And if we stop putting ourselves in these positions with these free kicks, we'll stop letting those things happen because we are a tough team to score against regularly.
Yeah, no, when our defense is not Swiss cheese.
Yeah, and it didn't. So, there's been a couple times in games, it's been a long half season, friends. We played 13 games. We've seen a lot of fun soccer. There are moments when the defense gets picked apart, and there are some very good teams in this league, Brooklyn, Dallas, who will do that to you. But it's happening less and less, and it's happening less to us, I feel like, than it does to some other teams. I'm not out here watching every single game, but man, we look good defensively, I think, as a unit. A little bit else in the first half. Yeah, I want to touch on the run of the play tactical adjustment that it seems like something Denise likes to do lately, where Nacello switches. And I'm sure everybody else has noticed this, so I'm not like blowing up the spot doing this. But it seems like the whole idea is sitting Nacello, great dribbler, dangerous player. She starts on the right wing where she's comfortable, gets the defense kind of used to the fact that we are almost exclusively attacking up that right side. Anything up the left is sort of incidental based on the run of play, and we look for a quick cross. But But when we get to settle the ball with the back line and play it around and do what we want to do, it comes up the right. That's where we got a lot of our speed, a lot of our talent dribbling wise. And that's where Nacello is. So for the first half hour or so of the game against Spokane just now, Nacello was over there getting a lot of touches, trying to fight through, be that sneaky little weasel that she is. And around halfway in, well, not halfway in, half hour. That's different from halfway. Soccer isn't played in hours. Newsflash, guys. That's why you tune in. But about 30 minutes into the 45-minute half, Sydney Nacello switched to the left side, brought Flo Nielsen over to the right. And what that ended up doing, we didn't end up scoring off of this, but it created a lot of good looks. Because what ended up happening is Spokane would slide over, they would slough over to their defensive left side, our attacking right, expecting that big push. Once you get the ball to Nacello, she carries the ball, looks for something up there. But instead of that happening, because we had changed the facet of our attack, we would get the ball up to the right side with Nielsen or with somebody else on the right side there, and immediately start playing it across the middle by way of Lister or Jade Moore as the pivots. And that big switch, 1-2 passes, rarely 3 to get it across the side of the field, 1-2 passes. And then you find Nacello one-on-one with a defender, which is where she's really dangerous.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to have your defense change game plans just because one player changed sides of the field. So when you can find that mismatch and get Nacello one-on-one against a defender who hasn't been playing a lot of one-on-one defense that first 30 minutes of the game, it did generate a lot of really good looks. Like I said, no goals out of it, but some really good midfield advancement, some interesting, tasty chances. It's something we've done before in games. It's something Denise likes to do around the 30-minute mark. But I like seeing that adjustment in the run of play. It shows a little bit of tactical acumen. It shows, especially with some of these younger teams in the Super League, forcing them to adapt in a way they didn't have to in college or in the amateur leagues. So that's something we can keep doing. I think it's going to be effective sooner rather than later. I like that in the 30th minute.
Yeah, and I'd like to see that against a slightly better team too, like honestly, like a Brooklyn, just to see if we can adjust now.
Yeah, and now that we've got that a lot more strength in the midfield, with Giammona being healthy and pushing forward, with Moore being there, I think that allows the option of sliding the ball across the left real quick, and if it's not there, getting it back into the middle, so some sure feet with Lister, with Jade, and then seeing what the options are. Because we got players that can draw the defense where they need to be, even when they don't have the ball. So it's a bright future looking into the spring. It's a lot different than we were in August.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So go into the half. And 52nd minute, Spokane scores.
Yeah. I got to give a tip of the hat to the right back Valorant for Spokane. She was really good all game. On the rewatch, I was furious with her just for being everywhere, drawing the foul when she needs to draw the foul. It's frustrating to watch when a team like knows how to get the foul against your team. There's nothing dirty about it. As the Sun fan, it feels like cheating, but it's not. They're playing the game, and Valorant was doing a great job of it. She was doing the little things right, and it paid off when she got on the end of a really nice ball from the right side by Ekic. If they're scoring off free kicks, it sucks, but it's good to see that your defense is holding during the course of play. So, again, we talked about it earlier. I ranted earlier about how ass we are at defending free kicks, but that's something you can fix. Absolutely. It's a lot harder.
Yeah, that's you can come up with many different ways to defend against and come up with many different plays for defending against free kicks. At least it's not like some kind of weird like tactical disconnect.
Yeah, it's not what's wrong, and the game's a lot more fluid in the run of play. So it's like, how do you recreate that on the training ground? Well, if you want to recreate a set piece on the training ground, you just do it. It's a lot easier. And again, I think some of that is the fact that we didn't have Hendricks out there. We had Stouty playing out of position on the back line.
Yeah.
It wasn't our first choice back line for a defensive unit that's been really solid all season. I know Flo we were asking a lot of her defensively this game more than ever. I know we like to have our wingers drop way far in to let our wingbacks get up on the counterattack. But Flo was doing a lot more of it than she normally does. She was getting a lot more central defensively too, which isn't her strong suit. I mean, it's no knock on her. She came in, she's got like 4 goals already. What's it? 4 for Flo, 4 for Flint, and 5 for Giammona, our leaders. That sounds right. Yeah. So, you're scoring. You're the second best scorer on the team. We're not going to say you got to get better. We're putting her in a spot where it's difficult for her to be the best version of Flo.
But that's okay, because a couple minutes later in the 66th minute, Tash Flint comes in and scores. Absolutely. And it's so good.
It's so good. Both these second half goals.
She basically does the same thing twice, I feel like. Yeah. Where she's like, ha, I got the ball. Ha, I'm going to get around you. Ha, I scored.
yeah. It's the little run she does right before she gets the ball, where the defense she hits a button and turns into
you're right. There was one of them. She gets that pass up, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, she turns invisible when she needs to. I think somehow she's the biggest, most British looking woman out there, and she just goes, whoop. Excuse me. I don't know how she does it. Yeah, it was she's I wrote down here that she's having soccer precognition now. She's come into it. She's seen it's something that happens when you're really, really balling out. You see the play before it happens. You see where the ball is going to be. You see where the defenders are going to be, or the attackers if you're a defender. Tash Flint's an attacker. She sees where the ball is. She sees where her defenders are running. And she knows, if I just sprint 10 yards, I'll be so wide open. And it will be like a tap in against the goalie. She did it.
My favorite thing when I could play roller derby, that was my favorite thing to do is pivot, which is kind of like an additional person. They're not always connected to the main group. Was my favorite thing to do was kind of watch for a minute and be like, oh, she's gonna go that way. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna go hit her.
A little look of surprise where it's like, you weren't supposed to be here. Well, I read you. Sorry. Yeah, and Flint was, oh my God, she was nailing it. The first one I didn't mark down. I don't remember who had the assist, but it was kind of a little ball over the top, not a real like long distance pass. But it was just enough to flick over like through the defense, sort of in the left channel. And she found it there, got 1-on-1 with the goalie, putting in no problem. She's going to score that every time. The second goal for Flint came 3 minutes later. Without checking, Liz, that's the quickest in between 2 goals in team history, right?
Yeah, it's also the funniest.
It's also the funniest because what minute did that goal happen?
The 69th. Hi, yes, here on RBLR Sun, we are children.
That's the funny number.
Yes. My God.
Yeah. So the 69th minute, Tash Flint. This one was, I think it was better than the first goal. Like really similar, but I think it was better. She 4 players on Spokane, like their entire back line was back there somehow. Like we hit them on the counterattack pretty quick, and they already had 4 players back there in like a real solid line. And Tasha found their left back and their left center back, and just split them. As soon as she saw the ponytail of the left center back, made that little sprint in, got in between the defense. The pass was perfectly timed. I mean, she's finding joy. That's the thing that British soccer people like to say, right? She's finding joy out there. She really is. It looks fun for her. It looks easy for her. We knew she was going to be a big player in this league. just based off her pedigree, her history. And I think now she's finally like got it.
I want her to get a hat trick so bad.
Oh, it's coming. It's absolutely good. If it's not her, it's going to be Flo. They both score in bunches when they score. So yeah, that is why Tasha Flint is our first ever. No, Brooke last week. That is why Tasha Flint is our player of the match. Show the graphic.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey!
Yay! And then we got our awesome picture of her getting beer showered.
Yeah, we got to talk about that, guys. We got to talk about that. I don't think she likes the beer. She
doesn't know. Let's not. First of all, why are we beer showering? Beers are like fucking there's our one. Sorry, they're $14.
Yes.
At the stadium. So why are you throwing $14 beers? Don't throw that. Throw water. Just throw water. And also, if you're going to, it's up and back. Up and back, guys.
Away from the players.
There you go. But also, just don't beer shower. Just do water. Just do water.
Yeah, the whole section. I was cleaning up after the game. That whole area just reeked like a dive bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the fact that she came up to the section even. I don't know if she does it. I don't know if she does it again now that we beer showered her.
Yeah.
But hey, the recognition is nice.
Yeah. And if you haven't seen the clip of that goal and the celebration where you see James in the background just like losing his gosh dang mind, it's amazing. Yeah. It's phenomenal.
She went there looking for like somebody to celebrate with her, and like nobody came down real quick, and then James was on the spot.
I know. We were both I was holding smoke, and I'm like, she's coming. She wants a person.
Yeah. Getting beer on the players is one thing. Getting smoke in their face that's something totally different. You really can't do that.
See, after the thing with Riley, I now have that sense of like, oh, the player wants someone.
Yeah. They are we're very close to the field. The interaction is there. We can do that.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it's so nice. Let me say once again, I love that we are like 15 feet from the goal.
Yeah. You don't find that in the pro leagues that often.
No. You also don't find your league president banging on the drums with you. Shout out to Amanda Vandervoort, man. She's the best. I could not pick a better league president. She loves to see us. She I think she either high fives or gives everyone a handshake when she sees them. She always says hi. She takes it really seriously in a fun way, if that makes sense. Like she takes us seriously.
Yeah. You can tell how much it means to her, like to have this league, to have opportunities for players. And so when you can see like how much fun she's having while also being very professional about it, and like being proud of it, it rubs off on you to see her acting that way. It's like, wow, this is meaningful, and that's so cool to see.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You don't see Don Garber making posts of like the top 5 moments of the MLS. Like you just don't see it. I'm just saying.
No, Don Garber's top 5 moments would be the last 5 times an expansion club paid like $200 million to join.
Yes, it's true.
So yeah, big time shout out to Amanda Vandy. We love her.
Yeah,
honorary heatwave drummer, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Not even honorary. She's done 2 games.
Yeah, she has a scarf. She doesn't wear it to games, but
sorry to the rest of the league, but our league president is in our supporters group.
Yeah. Sorry, you have to be as good as us.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was the game. Liz, how did you feel about the I mean, we went up 3-2 and that was great, especially the 2 goals like right next to each other. How did you feel dealing with that last 20 minutes of the game?
I was so anxious the whole time. I was like, don't give up a goal. Come on. Don't give up a goal.
Oh my God.
Let's win this.
Yeah.
And we did, which was it was great, honestly. There weren't too many moments. It was my own anxiety. There wasn't play on the field that gave me anxiety per se. It was just I want to win this really badly.
Yeah. When your team's record is 4 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses, and you're defending a 1-goal lead with 20 minutes, it really feels like anything could happen.
Yeah.
Even when Spokane wasn't that dangerous for the last part of the game. They had some decent possession, but it felt good. We subbed in Riley Parker late in the game, which Riley Parker loves nothing more in the world, I think. Like, I want her to score a goal. I think she will by the end of the season. I want her to. She's going to be so happy when she does. But I almost think even more than scoring goals, she likes taking the ball to the corner flag and wasting time. She is such a good team player. She is so good at it.
I think they're all pretty good at time wasting when they need to. There were a couple of times you could see, oh God, no, it was one time Orcus was like, she like walked slowly up to the ball, and then the Spokane player comes in, oh, I'm gonna fall on it.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna take a minute to get up.
Orcus's late game time wasting is a thing of beauty.
Honestly,
and then, what was the moment we really liked on our rewatch?
She got hurt. It was so funny. We watched the aftermath that I don't remember the beginning or like what led to it. But she's on the ground and she's starting to get up, and Tash Flint's like, no, stay back down. And then Tash Flint's like, no, she doesn't need help. Don't worry, she's fine.
Yeah. Don't sub her off. Don't bring anybody out. But keep
laying down
for a little bit. Yeah. That right there, that's, I don't care how you want to spin it. That's a little slimy, but that's gritty slimy. That is Tampa Bay Sun soccer at this point.
That's how you keep a lead.
That's what I want to see out of this team. Absolutely. Yeah. I want our veteran British shithouser to come over to our rookie goalie and say, "Kid, relax. We got the lead." It's beautiful.
Just stay down for a minute.
Yeah. She was like, I mean, I was ready to get up, but no, I'll chill out. Okay. It's those little things.
Oh, it was great. It was good. So we finished with what? At home, 3-1-1.
3-1-1 is just that's our form in the past 5 games.
Form. Oh, form. Okay.
Form.
See, it could be formation or form, like overall form.
Yeah, overall form.
Yeah.
Wait. No, yeah. So we're finishing strong. That Dallas game, a bit of an outlier. You good?
Yeah, 3, 4, 5.
What? We're live, Liz.
Yeah, no, we're not live. We're not. See, this is why we can't do live, because I'll just have brain farts in the middle when trying to do math in my head.
That's what that is. Okay.
Yeah. You see the steam coming out? That's me trying to do math.
Exactly. Yeah. So we end the season. It's interesting when you think about it. We end that fall season with a form of 3-1-1, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, and we have an overall record of 5 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses. So to finish with more wins than anything else feels really good. But the fact that we've gotten 3 of those 5 wins in the past 5 games, that means, now that I'm actually thinking about it, so sometimes on the podcast, I just like start saying something and I'm like thinking about it really for the first time ever instead of just typing it. We have 3 of our 5 wins in 13 games in the past 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yes.
And that means the world to me, because it means we spent the first 8-10 weeks of this podcast when the season was in swing talking about oh, don't worry, we'll get there. I know we had a lot of expectations, but our team's not there yet. We don't have these players, everything's not gelling yet. We have 3 of our 5 entire wins in 13 games in the past 5 weeks, or the past 5 games. What that tells me is we're there. This is finally the Tampa Bay Sun. After waiting on things and waiting on people to get here, waiting on people to adjust, waiting on a team to gel together, to become a team. I think we've done it, you know?
It only took
Obviously,
6 months.
yeah, right? Hey, blame the government for a lot of that. It's visa issues, but
It
hey,
is, yeah.
we're there. And now that I'm actually fully like grasping what that means, I'm really happy with the team because
Yeah.
it means everything is working. It means the game plan that Denise has is working. It means that we're there, that we're doing it. Let's go.
We did the thing.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to hear a really funny stat?
Sure.
In those 5 wins, we have scored 14 goals.
That's insane.
Pretty good. It's a lot of goals.
It's a lot of goals. I like it.
In all other games, in the other 8 games, the 4 draws and the 4 losses, we have scored 3 goals.
What?
What is that?
That is Tampa Bay Sun soccer, baby.
We're the most interesting team in the league, and you can't convince me otherwise.
Yes.
Right now, Brooklyn might be the best. They're 6 points ahead of the second place team, but they're not as interesting as us.
No.
You never know what's going to happen.
No, you really don't. You really don't. Then it's not even like Lexington where you have like half an idea of what might happen.
Yeah, they'll probably lose, but it will be interesting.
Anyone's guess, honestly.
Yeah, and I think in the spring we'll get less interesting, which is to say we'll get better.
Yeah.
But hey, it's been a fun fall. Yeah, that's our fall season. We did it, guys.
Yeah.
Congrats to everybody. Pat yourself on the back if you made it through this insane first 13 games of a team. You know, I mean, right? I know a lot of us are Rowdies fans, and you just got in the past couple of years. You've been with the Rowdies since Steinbrenner, FC Tampa Bay. That's a long time. But even then, the team built on the history from the 70s. There's old records to be broken. There's new records, modern era records to set and break. But there's always a sense of history with the Rowdies. With the Sun, we're Tampa Bay's first ever pro women's sports
We're
team.
making the history.
We're doing it.
We're part of the history.
Join us. Join us.
Is awesome.
That's fun. Liz, do you want to get a little goofy with it to round it out?
Yep. I'm definitely not tearing up thinking about how awesome it is. Hold on.
Right.
It's good. All right. So what about the players as reindeer?
Yes.
So this started with we were watching, and I don't remember how the reindeer came up, but then we came up with the first one, and then we decided we had to do the rest of them. And the first one was DSB, and DSB is obviously Rudolph because she leads us with her vest so bright.
It's really good.
Yes.
It's really good. It's
yeah,
the foundation.
very,
it's
Tom,
really
Tom
good.
should be very proud of that one, honestly.
She her vests are crazy, aren't they?
They are. Yeah, we could not figure out what was going on with the one she was wearing this week. It had like ties on the side. It looked like a military vest.
Like it was like clips or something on the side.
Yeah. No idea. But she leads us with her vest so bright.
Her vest so bright. Oh, DSB, won't you lead our sleigh tonight?
Yes.
Yeah. So from there, Santa's got some other reindeers. We agree on most of these, right?
Yes. Yeah. Prancer was Paige because of how she runs, like a beautiful gazelle. Honestly, I mean that in the best way, like a beautiful gazelle.
It's a compliment, absolutely. But
yes,
but Paige totally prances when she runs.
Yes.
There's a couple points in the game if you wait to look for her, she comes just prancing up the right side to help out. Like, here I go. And it's a joy to watch. All right. I'll do. You want to do one? I'll do one.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Start us. Well, who do you got? Do you agree with all my picks? Do you like this?
Yeah, I guess I could have done Nacello for Dasher too, but I was blitzing because she's always like boom. And
Yeah,
goes.
especially when
Or
she
she
doesn't
gets
have her
or
ball.
she gets boomed.
Yeah, she's good. For
She gets
Dasher,
blitzened.
I had Edmonds for Dasher.
Yeah,
But
that
yeah,
works.
yeah, it could have gone to it's Dasher's a real left back, right back reindeer. That's a wing back or a
Yeah.
reindeer. I like Edmonds because she's consistent. And look, she's a veteran, so maybe she dropped off that top speed a little bit. But when she needs to dash, my God, Kristen Edmonds can dash.
Yeah.
She does some interesting dashes in the defense. She does some very good dashes going forward. Kristen Edmonds at left back is my pick for Dasher on the slate that is the Tampa Bay Sun.
Okay, you put Nacello for dancer.
I put she's dancer to
Okay.
me because the
Okay.
way she dribbles.
Oh.
Mhm.
It's like a beautiful choreographed dance.
Yes. If I'm going to sit here and say she's the best dribbler in the league,
That's valid. I get that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I'll agree with that.
Yeah, she finds her dance partner on the right wing, the other team's left back, and she dances with him in a way that usually embarrasses the other player.
Yeah. Or they have to foul her.
Yeah, and then they have to get fouled.
Yeah.
Oh, Eureka chiming in. Oh, Eureka wants to play our reindeer game. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, Eureka saying Carly is dancer, which I like. I do think. Did I put Carly as anyone?
No.
Oh,
there's only a handful of reindeer, so we apologize for anyone we left out. We need
there's
more
not enough
reindeer.
reindeer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Carly could absolutely be dancer too. Yeah, we're deep into it. Look, okay. Blitzen and Donner. Okay, look. You said already, Liz. You like Nacello as Blitzen.
I do, because either she is blitzing or she's getting blitzed.
Okay. Yeah. To me, Blitzen and Donner are inseparable. They are a unit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Blitzen and Donner, that's German. That's thunder and lightning. Donner, thunder, Blitzen, lightning. All right. So to me, if you got a unit of two reindeers that are, you can't separate them. To me, that's got to be our defensive pivot. Blitzen and Donner are Listro and Jade Moore.
Okay, I like it.
Okay. You can't have one without the other. They're invaluable. They're the backbone of the team. You know, how often do people talk about Donner and Blitzen? You know, are those ever the big name reindeers, or are they just out there doing the dirty work that needs to be done?
And if that's not Listro and Moore, I don't know who is.
Exactly. Those are midfield pivot reindeers. Okay. We got let's see. Comet. I feel very good about my Comet pick, so I'm gonna go there.
Okay.
Comet is Viv Bissett to me.
Okay.
Okay. All right, and walk with me. When I think Comet, I think, you know, a lone rock streaking through the night sky. Okay. You know, and to me, what that is Viv Bissett's ability to settle on a ball and ping a pass 40, 50 yards downfield, just like a Comet flies.
Okay.
She's Comet.
I like it.
Yep.
I like it. All right. And then your other two. You were much better at this than I was.
Yeah. Hey, I literally did this an hour ago. This was
Riley is all of the other reindeer. My heart can't take it.
all of the other reindeer.
Yes, she is. She's our little all of the other reindeer because we want her out there. And we love her, and she does good things.
She is the try hardest reindeer in the best way.
Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I totally forgot about all of the other reindeer. So thank you to producer Eureka for reminding us.
Yeah. Hey, you're taking away from other picks. That's just so solid. That's so good. I'm mad. My other picks, I'm looking to the front line. The other two reindeers are Cupid and Vixen. I got Cupid as Tasha Flint. She's fresh in my mind scoring goals. Cupid is
Just
arrows.
shooting arrows. Yeah.
Shooting arrows. Cupid's got little look. All right. We're conflating holiday mythologies a little bit. Because Valentine's Day Cupid got the little wings, flies around. I'm thinking the way Flint sneaks in between defenses, she got her little Cupid wings on. All right. And then she pulls back. Scores. She's my Cupid. Okay.
I love it.
And for Vixen is a take charge, aggressive, go ahead type. I don't want to say glory hunter, but Vixen likes that attention. You know what I mean? Vixen to me is Cecily Flo Nielsen.
It's they know they're good and they can back it up.
Absolutely. You know exactly where I'm at with that. She backs it up. She scores goals. She backs them. She is our team's Vixen. 100%. Yeah.
The R in RBLR stands for reindeer analysis.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, Hey, we got a Christmas. We're not wearing hats or nothing. We're not. No. You get the Christmas tree in the background, so I got to give it.
Yeah, I got my Swift tree. It's all good.
But this is for all intents and purposes our Christmas episode, so we got to do a little something.
Yeah, we have not figured out what's happening next week, so we'll let you know when we know.
Yeah, join us. I'll be on a mountain, so don't join me. Actually.
No, yeah, you won't be able to contact him at all unless he comes down from the mountain.
Yeah, it's a big problem.
Learn that the hard way. When you think a lizard's dead.
Yeah. So shout out to all of our reindeer. I do wish Santa had more reindeers because he can't field the starting 11 with what he's got.
No, yeah.
I mean, I think maybe who else is back there? I think Yukon Jack could probably be one of our defenders, right? I think Henny's got big Yukon Jack energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she gets that.
Who is Santa Claus?
Santa Claus, yeah. I mean, Santa Claus is Amanda. That's Vandervoort.
Yeah, okay, yep.
Yeah, she gave us our present. Or yeah, Christina Uncle, really. She is, we forget about her. She's our team president.
She's been busy. I haven't even seen her in like 2 games.
She's too busy.
Yeah.
She's
too busy schmoozing.
There's nothing above Santa Claus, right? It's just Santa Claus.
I mean, yeah. Just Santa Claus. They're Mrs. Claus, I guess.
I don't know. That feels weird getting into that.
Yeah.
Vandervoort and Uncle are Santa and Mrs. Claus. And no, we won't explain which one is which.
No, it's fine.
Can't make us.
No.
Subscribe to the Patreon. We don't have a Patreon. Buy a t-shirt.
Yeah, buy a t-shirt at shop.rblr.com. Use promo code HEATWAVE, HEATWAV, for 10% off everything. Get this awesome Everybody Pirates women's sports shirt.
If you come up to us, if you come up to Liz or I wearing that shirt, we will give you some really hot takes. Okay, you've earned them.
Yes, and maybe a sticker.
And a sticker, probably a sticker too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What else happened around the league?
Oh my God!
I guess some other people played some games.
We're having too much fun. I forgot about the other teams. That's what happens when you win, right?
Yeah, we are at like 50 minutes though, so we should probably make it like just like quick.
Let's do this. Ready?
Wrap up.
All right, go. First game: Lexington versus DC. What's the score?
3-0. Lexington won. DC sucks.
Yes, DC. Real bad, horrible, not good at all. Nothing's going right for you guys. I feel bad. Yeah, Hannah Richardson, she got herself a brace. 45 plus 1, 58. Grace Wisniewski, the hardest name to spell in the league. Shout out Grace Wisniewski. She scored in the 55th. I did watch this game. This was at noon on Saturday, and I got to be honest, I felt bad about it. To see 2 teams down in the lower end of the table, and one just get steamrolled like that, it was not a good feeling. I think if you're a Lexington fan, you loved it. If you're a DC fan, hi, hello, nice to meet you. Surprised you exist. Not good. Not good. Liz, any quick thoughts about Lexington, DC?
Wait, was this the game that you said you felt worse after watching?
Yes. I woke up in a good mood and then I turned on Lexington DC and had to go take a shower afterwards. Yeah. Yeah.
Nah.
Hey, what else we got? We got the big one. The big one. Everybody, all the pundits, all the league website, the articles. Everyone was talking about this one. Number 1 versus number 2. Dallas Trinity, Brooklyn FC, unstoppable. Yep, they're unstoppable. Brooklyn won.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 1-0. Isabel Cox for Brooklyn scored a goal. The only goal in the 77th minute. Honest to God, Dallas was the better team.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Better position, better possession, better chances. But when Brooklyn is a great team. They're the only team I will feel comfortable at this point in the league out of 8 saying Brooklyn is great. There are good teams in this league. Dallas is good. Tampa Bay Sun are good. Carolina is good when they want to be. But nobody else is great. Nobody's living up to that great yet. Great teams win games, and that's what Brooklyn did.
Well, not every team that wins a game though is great, because Fort Lauderdale beat Carolina. They're not great. No.
Fair. And I don't think either of these teams. I think Fort Lauderdale is good, right?
Yeah.
They drew us off of some. Did I say bullshit? They drew us off some bullshit. We're 56 minutes in. They drew us off some bullshit.
Yeah.
But they did. And Carolina is just having a really bad time lately. So
they are on a descent.
Very much so. You are not wrong, Liz. We broke that squad.
We did. We broke them so good.
Destroyed them. Yeah, and
they have not recovered. Not even a little bit.
I hope part of me hopes they do to keep things interesting, and part of me hopes they just keep sort of falling apart, because that's funny.
I mean, yeah.
It's real funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't just a loss. That was 2-0. That's a pretty solid. Shout out to
that's rough.
Yeah. Kiara Prowley. She a month ago she was in the College Cup. Now she has 2 games under her belt and a brace in the pros. So good pickup there, Fort Lauderdale. Nice little tidy piece of business y'all did there. Which I do got to comment on, because they did a really nasty piece of business earlier in the season by sending Luana Gravius up to Brooklyn, who is one of Brooklyn's best players. So they screwed up there.
They're like, oh crap, we gotta sign. The next one we sign, we gotta keep.
Yeah, and she better be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was, and Liz, that was the first time ever?
Yeah, first time all 4 teams or all 8 teams have played in 4 matches in the same day. There we go. I timed all that together. I know how to count.
It only took the league 18 weeks to do it.
You know, most of the other leagues couldn't even do it all in the same day. And let's not talk about the fact that they have way more teams.
30 teams.
But you know, for the first season, and we're all doing this by the skin of our teeth.
Right.
You know what?
It's
good for us. Good for the
year 0.
We're doing okay. It is year 0. Hooray for programmers who are finally vindicated. And we start at 0.
Yeah, Uncle's on our side with that one. Auntie Uncle.
All right. That about does it for today, I would say.
We did it.
I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday. Make sure you subscribe, hit all the buttons at RBLR Sports on YouTube and at RBLR Sun FC everywhere else on the Twitters. Oh, wait, not the Twitters. The Blue Skis. He still hasn't replaced the Blue Skis up there. The Blue Skis. I'm not acknowledging Threads. And Instagram.
Yep. See you guys soon. Go Sun.
Okay. Happy holidays. Bye.
Thank you for tuning into this presentation by RBLR Sports. On your way out of the stadium, please remember to like and subscribe.